peoples of the internet, this is Master Lollipops, and today we are going to be doing a top 10 countdown. And this is going to be a top 10 things, well, tips on how to survive a horror movie. Pretty simple, right? But I got my list that I made myself, and the reasons, let's get right into this countdown. At the number 10 spot, we have don't ever hide under a bed. If the killer dude with a gun is going to come for you, the first place he's going to look is under the bed. Like, it's pretty obvious that he's going to look there, because it's one of the most obvious hiding spots. Like, there's a ton of horror movies where the dumb person's first hiding spot is under the bed. So that just leads to don't hide under the bed. But yeah, that's the thing in our number 10 spot. Yeah. In our number 9 spot, where we have never investigate anywhere or say, yo, dude, I'll be right back. Because chances are, if you say, hey, dude, I'll be right back, you're not going to be back, especially if you're going to look for the dude. Like, it's just how stuff works nowadays. Yeah. But that's our number 9 spot. And number 8 is to keep a gun with you. Like, if there's gonna be a dude with a knife after you, well, except for Jason, because he's like immortal almost, then just keep a gun with you. If, for example, say the dude from Psycho, here's Johnny, that guy. If you have a gun with you, you can just easily shoot him in the face as soon as he comes for you. So that's just pretty simple. Well, except if you're like 10, you can't really buy a gun. But maybe if you're like 30, just like go to your nearest gun store and buy a gun. So yeah, that's our number 8 spot. Yeah. Oh yeah, number 8. And then in our number 7 slot, we have never look behind you. Because, again, in a lot of horror movies, if you look behind you, you are dead. Because I'm not sure if I've watched too many horror movies, but what I know is if you look behind you, the person who's trying to murder you is going to be behind you. So, like, almost guaranteed. Like, it's not even a prank, yo. They are going to be behind you. So, yeah, that's our number 7 slot. And at our number 6 slot, we have never go into abandoned places. Like, that may sound like a bit unspecific, but if you, like, have, let's say, like, you're running low on food or whatever, so you go to, like, this weird abandoned grocery store to, like, pick up some Cheetos. It's just, like, not a good idea. It's just, like, just go into an abandoned place. So, again, it's a bit non-specific, but that's the number 6 slot. And then number 5 is always make sure your car is in good condition. And I know in, like, all horror movies, the person is just going out, about to, like, go into their car or whatever, and then all of a sudden, it doesn't start. You gotta, if you know that there's, like, a freaking Jason after you, what you gotta do is you gotta check up on your car. Because chances are, when he's in your house trying to stab you, it's when your car decides, you know what, I'm just not gonna work right now. So, that's that. And in the number 4 slot, always believe that the dude, like the killer Jason, is close to you. Again, this might sound stupid, like, well, if he's close to you, then you'd just be running the whole day, right? Sort of correct, but not really. What really happens is if you always assume that he's close to you, you wouldn't, like, stop in a bathroom or whatever to like, what was I gonna say? You wouldn't like stop in a bathroom and say, "Oh, I don't think he's after me anymore. I guess I can rest." So, that's just why you should never like think, "Oh man, he's probably like 20 miles away from me." And number 3 is have some slow friends that should be with you. If the killer is like going after everyone, then like get a slow friend that you can push down and have the killer like take some time on him or her, and so that means you have more time to get away. Again, if it's like your bestie or whatever, then you might not want to do that, but just a tip. Alright, and number 2 is, oh shoot. Number 2 is never, ever, ever go into the shower. I've seen like scenes from horror movies, and most of them, there's some weird lady in a shower, and then the killer comes in, and the lady gets taken out. Because in horror movies, that's what has to happen. Like, there has to be someone in the shower who gets wrecked. So if you're in a horror movie situation, never take a shower. And in the number 1 slot for the best tip, well, these aren't really in a specific order anyway, but for the best tip to survive a horror movie is to wear running shoes. Again, from those scenes in horror movies that I've watched before, everyone trips on every single thing. Like, if there's just like a random art piece on the floor, like a 2x2 like Rubik's Cube or whatever, that's not really an art piece, but if there's a 2x2 Rubik's Cube on the floor, if you don't wear running shoes or good shoes that you can actually like run well in, you are gonna trip. Guaranteed you're gonna trip. So yeah, that's the number one spot. Never ever like wear horrible shoes like Crocs or whatever, because again, chances are you're gonna get wrecked again. So yeah, that's our top 10 tips to survive a horror movie. Hope y'all enjoyed. And this is Master of the Lollipops. If you loved this video like I love myself, leave a like. And if you hated this video like you hate donuts because lollipops are so obviously superior, leave a like. And so that's that. This is Master of the Lollipops. Peace out.